Hello, okay. Good morning. This lecture is going to be short, continuation from the previous class on fat-soluble vitamins, right? Water soluble vitamins, basically it's talking about two vitamins, B and C, right? You remember very clearly. B1 is thiamine, B2 is riboflavin, B3 is niacin, okay? Vitamin B5 is pantothenic acid. Vitamin B6 is pyridoxine. Vitamin H is biotin. Now B8. This is a mistake. I apologize for this. Vitamin B8 is biotin. Vitamin B9 is folic acid. Of course, nurses should know folic acid, the importance of folic acid supplementation during pregnancy, right? Vitamin B12 is cobalamin, right? Cyanocobalamin. And then vitamin C, ascorbic acid. Of course, we all take vitamin C, right? Don't you take oranges? You do. Do you not? Of course you do. All right. All water-soluble vitamins are readily soluble in water, of course, absorbed without the involvement of fat. That's why they are water-soluble vitamins. Okay. These water-soluble vitamins function as coenzymes, which I've mentioned earlier. You remember this reaction, right? And we go back to metabolism. Yes. Yeah. If you remember this, TPP. I told you it was thiamine pyrophosphate, and it's a prosthetic group required by this enzyme, pyruvate dehydrogenase complex, to convert pyruvate to acetyl-CoA. The absence of thiamine pyrophosphate will lead to accumulation of pyruvate. There won't be conversion to acetyl-CoA. So the enzyme that will be favored will be lactate dehydrogenase, which will convert pyruvate to lactate. So you're going to have high concentrations of pyruvate and lactate in the cell in the absence of this TPP. That's basically the absence of vitamin B1. So I think this emphasizes the importance of what we're saying over there, right? Looking at it from a mechanistic point of view. Okay. Okay, this is a vitamin B1. The functions are here. Thiamine reacts with ATP to form thiamine pyrophosphate, right? TPP. Now, the active form of vitamin B1 in biochemical reactions is, of course, was mentioned already. TPP is a coenzyme in decarboxylation of pyruvate and alpha-ketoglutarate. Yes, and also in transketolase and transalbolase reactions. These are functions already. So if I ask you the functions of B1, should be able to tell me? Decarboxylation of pyruvate is a crucial reaction in the nervous system. This is explained in section 2.4. Of course, we've explained it already. Deficiency of B1 will lead to elevated levels of pyruvate and lactate, like I mentioned earlier. Its deficiency causes clinical disorders such as beriberi, edema, and an array of other abnormalities. Okay? So if you read and understand from the beginning, as you reach here, I think you begin to have appreciations for some of these little things. You probably under understate sometimes or even underestimate vitamins. You wouldn't think they play significant roles in your metabolism, right? But this is what they do, really. As minute as their requirements are, they are germane to proper metabolic function in the cell. Okay, so natural sources of vitamin B1, unpolished rice, whole grains, yeast, for example, yeast, uh, nuts, potatoes. Yeast is not a grain, really. This should be a mistake, maybe. Yeah. Okay. Check your new modified reviewed version. This should be a mistake. Yeast is not a grain. Okay. It is easily destroyed by heat, so the thiamine content of food is delivered by cooking. Okay, so of course, with vitamins, again, we have to face this reality. The excessive cooking will cause the loss of some of these compounds. And that's why some vitamins are gotten from fruits. That's good because you don't have to cook fruits, right? You just eat them. Since vitamin B1 functions in the release of energy from free molecules, its requirement is linked to caloric intake. Recommended daily allowance for vitamin B1 is 1 to 1.5 milligram for most individuals. We are diving into the nutritional aspect of things. Dietary deficiency is common in people with anorexia, diarrhea, alcoholics, and post-operative patients. What are the natural sources of vitamin B1? You should be able to answer that. Riboflavin, that's vitamin B2. It's an electron carrier coenzyme that exists in the electron transport chain. It carries electron and FAD and FMN. You remember FAD, right? NAD, which I told you in metabolism, they end up going through the electron transport chain in the mitochondria to produce ATP. Now, riboflavin vitamin B2 plays a significant role in this regard. They function in a variety of redox reactions catalyzed by oxidases. Oxidases are a class of enzymes. So this um, riboflavins play significant roles probably as coenzymes in oxidative reactions, reductases reaction, dehydrogenase, basically the same class of um enzyme. Let me related class of enzymes, sorry, not the same. Let me give you this, which although is not here, but I might ask you. You have more or less 6 classes of enzymes. OTH. There's the oxidases, transferases, hydrolases. That's OTH, right? Then there's lyases. There are isomerases, and then there's ligases. Those are the 6 classes of enzymes. Okay, they are necessary for aerobic respiration and tissue maintenance. The deficiency, of course, will lead to elosis, discoagulation and inflammation of the tongue, okay? Loss of squamous cells, right? If this happens to you, you will not be able to take food containing pepper, okay? All right, well, the natural resources, first fortified foods, liver, kidney, vegetables, and things like that. And there's a daily requirement for vitamin B2, just 1.2 milligram. Pregnant or lactating mothers might require more. Okay. Vitamin B3, niacin. Niacin, also known as nicotinic acid, and its amide derivative, nicotinamide, are the precursor of the coenzymes NAD plus and NADP plus, right? Okay. So vitamin B3, niacin. All right. Niacin, also known as nicotinic acid, NAD. Okay. You remember? NAD, NADH, NADPH, NADP. Okay. Essential coenzymes, basically, reactions. We've encountered a lot of this in the glycolytic pathway, if you remember very clearly. And the deficiency of niacin causes the disease pellagra. Major symptoms include photosensitive dermatitis on the skin, impaired digestion, diarrhea, mental confusion. Okay, where are the natural sources? It's synthesized endogenously from tryptophan. I don't know if you know amino acids, you know tryptophan is an aromatic amino acid. Okay, so it's synthesized from tryptophan. The vitamins are synthesized and sufficient. Take note of the vitamins that are synthesized in preparation as I mentioned. Okay? So it can be gotten from meat, fish, nuts, and the recommended intake is quite higher than the rest, 10 milligram. Excess niacin can cause liver damage, of course. Excess of everything is a poison, right? So vitamin B5 and pantothenic acid. I think I mentioned before. I don't know if B4 exists. It doesn't. I apologize for that oversight in the last video. B5 is pantothenic acid. Functions of vitamin B5. Pantothenic is a precursor for coenzyme E. You remember your acetyl-CoA? That's acetyl coenzyme E, really. So the formation of that CoA, pantothenic acid, A vitamin B5, participates in the formation of that coenzyme E you see in acetyl-CoA. So coenzyme A is a carrier for acetyl groups obtained for the degradation of carbohydrates and lipids. Well, of course, it makes sense, doesn't it? Let's show the slide. Okay. You can see it from the biochemical point of view. Okay. The full reaction is not here, but this is your pyruvate. Pyruvate dehydrogenase decarboxylate pyruvate. This component is removed, right? This component, sorry, is removed. And you're left with this, the C, the column. So this is what's left, right? And CoE is attached here. So where did the CoE come from? It came from somewhere, right? And this is what we are seeing here. That pantothenic acid, vitamin B5 has something to do with that. So basically, that's what we're seeing here. CoA also carries the acetyl and malonyl groups used in fatty acid synthesis. So you see CoA as a carrier, okay? See CoA as a carrier. Now this CoA is basically carrying this acetyl group that comes from carbohydrates. Basically, that's what's happening here. So you have to have, let me say, significant understanding of organic chemistry to follow. So you don't end up just memorizing things for the sake of memorization. Deficiency of vitamin B5 has not been observed in humans. No RDE has been set. Most of us ingest 5 and 20 milligrams of phenic acid per day. Well, I don't know where you got these numbers from, but of course, it remains to be substantiated, right? Sources include liver, peanuts. So most of this, it's regular food we eat. Okay. Vitamin B9, which is, okay, I think I skipped. This is biotin. I'm sorry, vitamin B6. Okay. B6 is pyridoxine. Okay, this is beef, liver, peanuts, soybeans, wheat germ, are rich in pathogenic acid. This is pyridoxine, which is a vitamin that plays a significant role in amino acid metabolism, which we are going to discuss in the third module 3 of this course. Okay. And the function in various transamination and oxidation reactions. So women use it in premenstrual pain. And the deficiency can cause these problems, as you can see. Let's just take your time and read. And vitamin B8, that's biotin. 8, not H. It's a mistake. Biotin is used by cells without modification in the coenzyme for cellular carboxylation reaction. Of course, on my metabolic, my years learning metabolism, I always saw biotin as a major player in carboxylation reactions. Okay, about the carboxylation of acetyl-CoA to malonyl-CoA, that's in fatty acid synthesis. Acetyl-CoA carboxylase, biotin plays a role in this carboxylation. So there are carboxylation reactions in the cell that require biotin as a coenzyme for those reactions to occur. Or deficiency of biotin The deficiency has not been observed in humans on a normal diet. Raw egg contains protein called avidin. There's a protein called avidin in raw egg that binds to biotin. Now, if you take a lot of raw egg, there's a chance you're going to be deficient in biotin because that protein is going to bind all the biotin available. You understand? So biotin deficiency can occur in a person who takes raw eggs regularly. That's basically what they're saying. So I'm synthesizer intestinal flora, but not to sufficient requirements needed by us. So you need exogenous supplementation. And these are some food where you can get biotin. And folic acid, of course, for the same converted to hydrofolate, which is the primary carrier of one carbon unit in the cell. If you are familiar with one carbon metabolism, you can talk about one carbon metabolism without talking about folic acid. It basically centers around folic acid metabolism. Symptoms associated with folic acid deficiency includes megaloblastic and microcyclic anemia. So it's very important player in the system. We're talking about um, a low blood counts, red blood cell counts, something that can something whose deficiency can cause uh, serious diminishments or serious diminishing of your red blood cell counts, and is a serious problem, right? Growth failure. All the symptoms is appear from administration of folic acid. Growth failure. This can be especially important in infants, right? Or children that are still growing. The folic acid supplementation is quite important, and that's why it's recommended that pregnant women take folic acid as supplements. Okay. I get it from beef, chicken, liver, US yeast, things like that. Yeah, vitamin B12. B12, that's the cobalamin. I remember, so I know cobalamin. And its active derivatives and its active derivatives. Okay, these are them. All right, cofactor in the conversion of homocysteine to methionine. This is another example of amino acid metabolism. The conversion of methylmalonyl CoA to succinyl CoA is also mediated by vitamin B12, cobalamin. Okay? So you remember the succinyl CoA in the TCA cycle, which can go through the gluconeogenesis pathway to produce glucose or complete the TCA cycle and go into the electron transport chain to produce ATP. Deficiency. Okay, deficiency of vitamin B12. Vitamin B12 is linked to folic acid metabolism. So deficiency can indirectly impair the metabolism of folic acid, which is vitamin B9, right? So it's basically a problem. Anemia. There we've seen my macrocytic and megalocyclic anemia. Here you're going to see pernicious anemia. You should be able to tell the difference. After all, you guys are nursing students, aren't you? Of course you are. And yeah, so okay, okay. So this has been quite interesting. Now we are linking the basic knowledge, basic health knowledge to biochemistry, but doing it from a peripheral point of view. We are not really going deep here, you know. Vitamin C, because we all know vitamin C, ascorbic acid, antioxidant, and scurvy agent. Deficiency of vitamin C leads to scurvy. Symptoms of scurvy are swollen gums, loss of teeth, skin lesions, pain, and weakness. Scurvy, I think, was first observed in sailors. And the deficiency of vitamin C causes weak tooth. And it was solved when they started taking a lot of orange supplements. Orange is rich in vitamin C, you know. Vitamin C participates in hydroxylation reaction, also promotes intestinal absorption of iron. Okay, so you see how one vitamin can also promotes absorption of other micronutrients, maybe like iron, for example. Your hemoglobin requires starch, doesn't it? We participate in amino acid metabolism, the synthesis of norepinephrine and synthesis of collagen. I think everything is just self-explanatory here. Vitamin C deficiency causes scurvy. Other symptoms of scurvy include impaired wound healing, changes in bone development and growth. Many of these symptoms appear to be a result of defective collagen synthesis and absence of vitamin C. Okay, I think I've mentioned everything I need to mention. The cellular story. Okay, I think everything is drugs known to increase the urinary excretion of ascorbate. There are drugs that you take and they increase excretion of ascorbic acid, which is vitamin C. Chronic diarrhea may contribute to vitamin C deficiency. So you have to read the indication and contraindication of drugs you take, right? As nurses, we know better. If people are practicing nurses mostly. So of course, we know some drugs can have side effects. And that's why you give some drugs because of the side effects. You supplement maybe with vitamin C or something because you know, right? It's quite clear. Pepper is a good source of vitamin C. Papaya, pawpaw, what the Hausa man calls guanda. Citrus fruits, oranges. I think I mentioned this, right? Okay. Vitamin. It's at the recommended dietary allowance, 16 milligrams. More vitamin C can be required during pregnancy and lactation. All right. Please take your time. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask in the forum. Uh, Thank you. Let's see you in the next class.